Yo, so what's up, guys? As y'all pretty much know, I was the one calling out all these given levels last week, alright? I'm gonna pretty much do a short clip here before we start this video. But just note that in today's video, I'm gonna pretty much wipe your mind away. It's gonna be mind blowing. So hopefully you really appreciate this.
What everybody can see is pretty much that we have been in this consolidation range and that we have just swept. This is the sell side liquidity annotated. Now we have the potential of having a large expansionary day on Monday, in which case I think that would be a manipulation case, meaning we're going to probably reach down lower, potentially reaching for this level. Now afterwards, we have the potential of seeing pretty much Tuesday pricing in a given low and potential PPI being bullish, and then CPI being bullish, and us just continuing higher with a very bullish week. This is what I potentially think is the very likely outcome of this entire week. I'm seeing very bullish, but just note, stick to your own perspective. So as y'all pretty much was able to see, I was the one pretty much calling out all these given levels even before this week started, or the last week started. I'm sorry. So in today's call, what do you think I'm gonna do? Well, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. All right, again I'm gonna do it. All right, so I'm gonna pretty much be going through um number one, starting with news. Of course, I'm gonna go through the true concepts. All right, revealing the truth, and of course, the truth is the COT. I've been talking about it so much for weeks on end, and it's just I would put it like at the concept where pretty much if you don't use it, well, then you're definitely gonna probably lose more than you don't, I would say. So it's one of those concepts which I've then transformed into something I potentially call, or I call the 6 stages of distribution. Now, I will not talk about the 6 stages of distribution here, but just note that you'll be able to pick up on a lot of stuff from this video, potentially even creating your own sort of concept, which then could give you the buys for every single week, calling out highs and lows, etc., etc. So hopefully you really at least appreciate this given video. Throughout all of these videos I've done, in all of them I'm trying to give you all sorts. So please now go back and listen to them yet again, and then you'll pick up on even more things because all of these videos are interconnected. So see you all as at the news events. So just quickly going through the news here. As you all pretty much can see, on Monday here, the market for the DXY, which I pretty much would suggest you all to look at some, because I'm going to talk about equal lows, equal highs, how I predict pretty much which equal highs, which equal lows will get respected, and which the market probably will leave, alright? So the individual difference between them, etc., etc. And as y'all can see here on Monday, we actually have a US bank holiday, meaning the DXY will be closed, and so I'm anticipating a consolidation, even though it's the inauguration, etc., etc. I'm not looking to trade on Monday. Instead, I'm gonna wait for Tuesday. I'm gonna wait for the news events, bringing in some liquidity to markets. And as y'all can pretty much see here, on Tuesday, it's gonna be the first day for the DXY Open. It's gonna also be the first day I would pretty much be able to trade personally. And in here, I'm actually expecting a mega STA. So don't tell anybody. I'm expecting the start of a mega STA here on this Tuesday. You'll be able to see why I'm anticipating this mega STA. For some people listening, you will understand what a mega STA is. For other people, you not understand anything of what I'm actually talking about, and you'll think this is complete dog shit, if I'm allowed to say so. And what I want those people to do is just quickly go back into this little call here. Alright, this little call here in 1 year, and just tell me exactly what happened after the facts. And then you can't just tell me it's luck, because it's not. Alright, it's data. So as you'll pretty much will be able to see, we have 14:30. We just have some Canadian news. Well, I pretty much think 9:30, 5 hours earlier, we will have a low sold in, and it's gonna be the low for the week. I'm gonna be able to show you guys a level for this as well, so don't worry. But please follow your own predictions, follow your own analysis. Don't follow me blindly. I'm just showing you guys pretty much my interpretation. Now, from there, I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is gonna be mega bullish. So I think this will be mega bullish for USD, mega bullish for USD, mega bullish for EURUSD, for GBP, USD, and for AUD. For anything against the DXY, these 3 days is gonna be crazy bullish. While for the DXY is going to be bearish, all right, super bearish. And I think for Nasdaq, it's definitely going to reach for new all-time highs. Crypto is going to reach for new all-time highs. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time, guys. You'll love it. I'm fairly confident this will happen as well. So now, quickly before going into the individual assets, I just wanted to show you guys the COT data here. And as you all know, even before we saw this drop, this crazy drop, who was actually saying we were gonna see this drop happening? Well, if you go back 5 calls, I'll link the video here as well. Please go back just 5 calls to like the end teaching. And you will be able to literally hear me saying, well, we're going to go below minus 10,000. And as you all know, here, just looking at this, all right, here we pretty much had the 24th of September. Well, looking at this, here you had the 10th of September, and here you had the pretty much 17th of September. So 17th of September, we were moving above the minus 10,000 line. Well, then we're in a bullish hedging program, like I've explained multiple times. Please go back into the individual call, talking about it. But you can see here, just pretty much, you can see the 17th was here. Now, on these 3 consecutive down close candles, this is weekly candles, I was anticipating bullish prices and then low settled in. And look what we got when we moved over the minus 10,000 line here on the 17th. I was bullish. And look what we got, these bullish great prices. And we have been here now for a while. And look what we have seen now, even before everybody gets on the sidelines. What do you think I am? Well, now I'm anticipated in high selling, and I'm extremely confident personally. All right, personally, please follow your own analysis. Please read all the disclaimers, etc., etc. But personally, I'm extremely confident we're gonna see a mega STA now this week. What does that mean? Well, it means in the top of this week, I'm gonna be overall looking for the low prices, and I'm gonna buy the low of EURUSD and hold for a couple of years. I'm gonna make a mega swing trade. All right, guys, it will be great. Now for these open interest prices, and I'm sorry, guys, but once again, just please follow your own analysis. I'm just saying what I'm gonna do. Don't do it. Do the opposite. All right, do the opposite. Not gonna lie. So open interest here. All right. As y'all can see, have just boomed up higher. That just means that retailers are just pouring in even more um, leverage positions. So these guys, the large speculators, aka the banks, which everybody thinks controls the market, well, they're stupid. The banks is stupid. Small traders is also stupid. The retailer, and what they're doing is just thinking that the XY will go higher, like your mentors. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be this way, but pretty much I think it will be topped out here. But that's just my predictions. Please don't listen to me. Now for the euro, you can see the central banks pretty much have been buying euro all throughout here as well. And so I'm anticipating a reversal here as well. And you can see these retailers, these large speculators, these banks, these investment funds, these hedge funds has gotten liquidity here. And what does that mean? Well, it pretty much means that now, as this sweep was then a valid sweep because the open interest dropped, that means that leverage traders got their accounts not blown but closed, right? They pretty much they pulled back their leverage positions on longs, and so now when we're at new all-time lows, what's that? Well, then we're bullish. So whenever you're seeing the open interest being at new all-time lows, that's bullish for you, and whenever it's at new all-time highs, it is what is gonna be bearish. But I'm not gonna go into more talking about open interest here because it's some saucy things. Open interest, I would say, is even better than legacy net, but no one knows. So now finally, just quickly looking at the assets here, what you all will be able to see and notice here is pretty much that what we have been looking for was just this previous weekly high sweep. We have been looking for then the consecutive lower prices here. That's exactly what we have been seeing. All right, something I'm following closely here as well is just quarters shift. All quarters, if you all, this is some sauce by the way, so please just place out quarters here, not quarterly theory, but quarter shifts is something I'm immensely pretty much relying on. All right, and if you just place it, you'll see that here was a quarter shift. Pretty much here was a quarter shift. This period right here was also a quarter shift. This was also a quarter shift. But what do you have now? Well, this last week, this right here, was also a quarter shift. Look at this. And so what are we anticipating for this next quarter? Well, just lower prices. All right. I should not be saying this, but now I've told you guys. Now I've told you guys. So what am I looking for? Well, I'm just looking for now lower prices and then high being able to settle in. Now, what you all will be able to see, and this is something I pretty much should not go in and tell you guys, is that we have been seeing these equal high getting swept. Well, what I'm actually anticipating now is just lower prices. And so what I want you guys to do now is just in this period, of course, if this aligns with your own analysis, just something I put big emphasis on, try to find strategic PD rates if the alignments or Fed wire manipulation levels in this period from this swing high to this swing low, and then I'll just look for reversal of that level and look just for the given lower prices. Not saying you should be looking for anything off this or use this in any trading, but just use this for a given analysis. That's just precisely what I'm going to do. Now, just looking at euro here, same perspective. What you all pretty much will be able to see here if you add quarter shift is that all quarter shift brings a lot of volatility into markets and shifts. This does not work, I would say, personally speaking now as well. So this is just personal opinion that quarterly theory sucks. I don't really like quarterly theory. Quarter shifts is something else. It's something widely used long even before ICT. All right, all concepts I use is not only ICT concepts. I use a lot of other concepts, like you can see with COT, um, legacy net, and open interest seasonalities. But also pretty much I'm also using market cycles, etc., etc., and that's not something you get from ICT personally. But what you all will be able to see is that now we have had this given shift into the markets, and what I'm precisely just looking for, as we have been also in accordance to these previous videos, seeing this market maker buy model, I'm just pretty much looking for this getting swept here, these equal lows, and just looking for higher prices from there. So I'm looking for what I want you guys at least to do is just look at the previous alignments or levels I've had from the beginning. So scroll back to the beginning of this call and you'll find them as well. But other than that, pretty much find Fed wire manipulation deviations from these equal lows to this, and then pretty much try to predict where the given low will be, and then just follow your own analysis. That's just what I'm saying. Now this was today's sauce. I'm gonna be doing a lot of other calls now, but I just wanted to do this quick little update here for the markets, etc., etc. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be massive for anybody trading, and it's going to be just good, I would say. So now, next coming years, I would say it's hopefully going to be good price action. Anyways, thank you all, and see you all. Bye, guys.